Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. After 2 winless seasons, Yamaha is undergoing a transformation in MotoGP, and Fabio Quartararo is at the center of its efforts. The 2021 world champion revealed that a change in mentality was the most significant improvement for the team in 2024. After 2 challenging seasons with KTM, Jack Miller has opened up about his disappointment in not meeting expectations. The Australian rider, who joined the Austrian team with high hopes, faced a turbulent stint marked by inconsistency and underwhelming results. ZNGP Today reports on Miller's reflections and his plans for the future. As MotoGP prepares for the 2025 season, Dorna has introduced new regulations for the Sepang Shakedown Test, aimed at enhancing efficiency and addressing logistical challenges. The following reports on the changes and their implications for teams and riders. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Yamaha, once a dominant force in MotoGP, has faced a steep decline in recent years. From battling for championships as recently as 2022, the Japanese manufacturer endured consecutive winless seasons. But according to Fabio Quartararo, 2024 marked a turning point, not just for the bike but for the team's philosophy. The introduction of a new concessions system allowed Yamaha to update its engine throughout the season, a departure from their traditionally cautious development process. Quartararo praised this proactive approach. The biggest change was the way we worked. When one engine was ready, we used it immediately in the next race. We didn't wait for extensive testing, it was a new mentality. Quote from Fabio Quartararo. A key figure in this transformation has been Max Bartolini, Yamaha's new technical director. Under his leadership, Yamaha embraced innovation and quick implementation, focusing on areas like electronics and engine performance. Quartararo acknowledged that while progress was slower than expected, the shift in working methods laid a solid foundation for future success. The first part of the season was about changing the mentality. By the second half, we made great strides, especially in electronics. Quartararo believes Yamaha has finally moved away from the conservative mindset that hindered its progress in recent years. When asked if the old approach was gone for good, he expressed confidence that the team would maintain its newfound adaptability. While I'm here, it will stay this way. We've seen small steps forward, and this approach has to continue, Quartararo concluded. Yamaha's resurgence is set to gain momentum in 2025 with the addition of a satellite team. Partnering with Pramac, Yamaha will field 2 more factory-spec M1s, marking the return of a satellite operation since RNF switched to Aprilia in 2022. This expansion provides more data and development opportunities, boosting the team's chances of competing at the front again. Quartararo is optimistic about Yamaha's trajectory as they rebuild their reputation in MotoGP. Fabio Quartararo's insights underscore a crucial turning point for Yamaha. As the team embraces a more dynamic approach and expands its operations in 2025, the future looks brighter for the Japanese manufacturer. With renewed determination, Yamaha aims to re-establish itself as a force in MotoGP. Fans eagerly await what lies ahead for Quartararo and the team. Jack Miller joined KTM in 2023, aiming to elevate their MotoGP program with the experience gained from his success at HRC and Ducati. However, the Australian's tenure fell short of expectations. While he achieved a few podiums, Miller struggled to match the consistency of his teammate, Brad Binder. I'm disappointed, for myself and for everyone. It's not what any of us wanted. I came here with 25 podiums and a championship fight at Ducati, but things didn't go as I imagined. Quote from Jack Miller. Miller noted that despite giving his all, including enduring his toughest preseason ever, the results never materialized as hoped. The 2024 season proved to be even more challenging for Miller, who consistently struggled to adapt to the new Michelin front tire and KTM's technical issues with chattering. His best finishes, a pair of fifth places, highlighted an otherwise disappointing season that saw him drop to 14th in the riders' standings with just 87 points. This year, with the new tire, we've struggled to adapt. Running the same chassis as last year didn't help either. Despite these obstacles, Miller remained determined, often showcasing his fighting spirit, particularly in the Thai Grand Prix, where he climbed from 15th to 5th in wet conditions. Despite the struggles, Miller pointed to a few standout moments, including a sprint race podium at Sachsenring, as well as podium finishes in Jerez. Leading the Valencia race last year and the Sachsenring sprint podium were nice. But Buriram this year, finishing 5th in the wet, really showed our grit. These moments, though rare, exemplified Miller's resilience and determination to push through challenges. After KTM opted not to renew his contract, Miller initially faced uncertainty about his future in MotoGP. However, he secured a lifeline with Yamaha, joining Promac's new satellite team for the 2025 season. "I haven't exceeded my expectations in recent years, and I'm disappointed by that. But I'm here to give it my all every time I go out on track." Returning to Pramac, where he previously raced from 2018 to 2020, provides Miller an opportunity to rebuild his confidence and aim for stronger results. Jack Miller's KTM stint may not have delivered the success he envisioned, but his determination and fighting spirit remain intact. With a new chapter at Yamaha's satellite team, Miller has a chance to prove himself once again in MotoGP. Fans will be watching closely as he looks to reignite his career in 2025. The Sepang Shakedown Test, set to take place from January 31st to February 2nd, serves as a critical phase for manufacturers to finalize their 2025 motorcycle prototypes. This exclusive testing event is reserved for test riders, rookie riders, and manufacturers with maximum concessions, such as Yamaha and Honda. The Shakedown Test is essential for teams to define the final basic packages of their 2025 prototypes. Quote from Dorna statement. With Ducati exempt from concessions, the focus shifts to Japanese brands and, to a lesser extent, European manufacturers like KTM and Aprilia. The 2025 Shakedown Test will feature a more dynamic setup compared to 2024, with 19 riders, including rookies like Firmin Aldeguer, Ai Ogura, and Samkiat Chantra. This increase in participants has led Dorna to implement stricter rules to ensure smooth operations and prevent disruptions on the track. To avoid work problems between teams or riders being bothered on the track, new rules have been introduced. Among the new regulations, media access has been significantly restricted. Journalists and photographers will be confined to service roads, with no access to the paddock or Pittsburgh lane. Video recording by private representatives is strictly prohibited, and only Dorna is authorized to create professional video content. Media representatives only have access to the service roads. The Pittsburgh lane remains absolutely taboo. Additionally, interviews with riders and team personnel will only be allowed after prior consultation with their respective crews. The stringent measures aim to prevent unauthorized professional video material from circulating, given the advanced capabilities of modern mobile devices. However, monitoring compliance poses a challenge. Today's mobile phones offer razor-sharp, moving images in the high-resolution range, making enforcement a complex issue. Following the Shakedown Test, all MotoGP riders will participate in the first official test of the season at Sepang from February 5th to 7th. During this phase, normal media access will resume, allowing journalists, photographers, and paddock staff to work without restrictions. These stricter rules are the result of manufacturer demands, not Dorna as the sport's organizer.